I am really tired. Like really tired. Really foggy. Anyway, so what's been going on? What's been going on? The Super Bowl happened yesterday. I watched most of it. The result is really surprising. Did not want the Buccaneers to win. But the Chiefs were better than that. They just obviously, I think Patrick Mahomes, his toe was bothering him. You know, he's gonna have surgery on it after. That's how serious it was even beforehand. They knew he was gonna have surgery even before the game, but they couldn't have the surgery before because they needed him for the game. Anyway, so that I think had a lot to do with it, and then they just had a couple of mistakes. Anyway, it snowballed pretty quick, and yeah, we're not going to talk that much about football. I'm actually less of a football fan than I was in the past years. I still follow it a little bit. What else is going on that's actually interesting? So, I think I admitted the last time I did one of these live ones that I bought some Dogecoin. I bought more. The price, the value keeps going up. So I'm really hoping that really takes off. If it's anything like original Bitcoin when it took off, then it could be pretty incredible. But I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket. I'm not gonna get my hopes too high either. But it's looking good. What else is going on? I don't know. I don't have a ton of other things on my mind. Partly I'm just really tired. Oh, my lip. Staph infection. I think I mentioned that last time. It's healing. Still really annoying, but it's healing. I had some antibiotic cream stuff that I put on it. It was a lot more swollen. I think the bacteria is gone. I think at this point my lip just needs to heal from the actual wound that's there. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm planning on getting maybe a workout in today. At some point, I need to do something. I don't like going too many days without that. Don't have a lot on my mind. That's why this is going to be a short one. I am going to try still. My goal is still to do some streaming with like Let's Play type streaming in the evenings. I got to figure out a good schedule for that. Also, if you're interested, let me know, because I do an online board game simulator thing with Twilight Imperium with my couple friends, and if you're into that, I definitely wouldn't mind streaming that. That's kind of a niche thing, but I really enjoy it. I think that would be really interesting. There's not a lot of people that do that. And I thought about streaming this game we already started. But I decided against it just because I didn't want to have to worry about it. I didn't want to have to kind of hassle. It's kind of a hassle setting it all up and everything for the streaming. It shouldn't be too bad though. I think the next game we start, we'll stream that. If you don't know what Twilight Imperium is, it's a board game that's really involved. It's complicated and takes a long time to play. Third edition was especially long and complicated, but the fourth edition is out. It's been out for a couple of years. I think it's been a couple of years, maybe just a year. Anyway, that version is what we're playing, the fourth edition. It doesn't take quite as long to play. We still split it up. We'll just play for like 2 or 3 hours. We're closer to 3 hours, sometimes longer if it's on a weekend. And we'll play that on the online together. Board Game Simulator. And there is an expansion out for it, which is good. It adds a few different races, and we're playing only as new races in the current game we're playing. I started a spreadsheet that I have not been updating, where we keep all between the three of us, my friends and I. It's usually just the three of us that play. Sometimes we get more people to play, but we're the ones that are kind of diehard about it. And I want to keep the spreadsheet of who wins, who loses, what races we play. I don't know. I like data like that. I think that's really really cool. And then maybe we can work on getting that data visualized in a graph or something. I just think that would be cool. It's unfortunate that we don't have data on all of our old games, because there's we've played a lot of those games. Man, I hate the way the camera kind of makes me look with this lighting. It's really weird. I'm not that fleshed out. I don't look as diseased as you might think I look right now. But my lip is a mess. But would it be better if I wore a mask? So you can't see my lip? Trust me, it looked a lot worse. And when I put the ointment on just a minute ago, which makes it look a lot worse, because it looks like there's a bunch of pus, but it's not. It's just the ointment. Can't wait for that to be gone. It's been a real annoying thing. Can't put my straws in the middle of my mouth. I always have to go to the side. And when I apply it, I have to apply it a couple times because it gets rubbed off. It's on my lip. Like, it's hard not to, lick my lips or, close my mouth in a way that kind of rubs the ointment off. It's really, really annoying. And I didn't do anything particularly gross or stupid to get the infection. I mean, it's literally just it's a bacterial infection. All I remember is like my lips were chapped. There was a crack in the middle, in the bottom, and then I fell asleep, woke up, boom, it was huge, it was swollen, really annoying. I was like, what the hell? And then the next day is when I went to the doctor, and she's like, oh, like immediately as soon as the doctor saw it, she's like, oh yeah, it's a staph infection, no big deal. Here's the ointment. I'm sure there's something we could talk about. The talking right now helps. I'm trying to get out of this fog. Like, I feel like I've never quite, like today, I just haven't quite woken up yet. Maybe I'm just turning into a zombie, like a literal zombie. That'd be fun to catch on camera. Me turning into an actual zombie. Will my sentience remain? Will I be conscious that I'm a zombie? Like, iZombie? iZombie, that happened. She was well aware she was a zombie. Excuse me. Maybe I should need a better bed, which I think I've been thinking about that for a long time. And there's all these mattress companies you can just order them from, like Casper, Lisa, a couple others. Or you can just order the purple mattress. I like that technology. You can just order the mattress, take it out, and it just kind of just grows out of after you take it out of the shrink wrap. It just kind of grows and boom, there it is. I imagine all of those mattresses, I'm sure some are better than others, but I'm sure all of them would be better than the mattress I have now. We've had it way too long. You got the big dips where you sleep. Not good. I think my life would be much improved with a better mattress. How long have we been going? 10 minutes? You can go a little longer. I'm sure I can find something else we can talk about. I worked a little bit on the app, on the game that I made. There was an idea I had that I thought was simple but smart as far as for the purpose of the game, at least the theming of it. And it's not there yet. But the idea was to add on later levels after. Also, I did figure out, I know I talked about the Google ads that I was putting in there. Like after 4 levels, then there's just one ad. It's a page and there's an ad. No big deal. I was having trouble getting the Google ads to show up. The AdSense, whatever it's called, the AdWords. And then I finally was looking into the actual Google Ads account you have to make. They don't just give them to everybody. You have to put, have all your information in there. And there was a little warning I didn't notice. It was kind of small that said that my ads were not showing up because they haven't verified my address yet. And I was like, what are you talking about? So apparently they need to verify your address, and to do that they actually send you a letter in the mail, and then with a code on it, and you have to put that code into your account. And that's what was blocking my ads, because I was racking my brain trying to figure out why the ads weren't showing up. I thought I had messed up, and there were some errors before, and I fixed those. The errors went away, but the ads still weren't showing up. It was just a blank page. I was like, what the hell is going on? And so eventually I found this out last night, which I wish I would have found it out earlier, because I changed the code more after. I think it was fine. The code was fine, but I kept changing it because nothing was showing up, which drove me nuts. So now I had to like Control Z all the way back to where the code was when it should be working. But we'll see. It can take 3 to 5 days before I could actually get the code and see if the ad's showing up. So I just skipped that level, and that's how I did it. I divided the components. It's hard to explain if you don't know. I don't want to go too far into the technical details, but essentially I started working on other parts of it, of the app, after I figured that out. And that part, this was the idea I had, was, so if you've seen it in other live shows, you have the different virus, the COVID virus circles, whatever you call them, the individual pieces of virus. And the red ones you click on, and the blue ones you don't, because if you click on the blue ones, those are allies. Those are the antibodies, is what I call them. And then you lose points if you hit the blue ones, but you gain points if you hit the red ones. So in later levels, what I'm going to do is, and I've already started this process, is that instead of the different virus and antibodies, it's going to be misinformation and verifiable facts. So same concept. It just looks like the image is like a document. The thing you click on is like a clip art document thing. And blue and red, same thing. Hit the red ones, don't hit the blue ones. I just thought it was a cool evolution of the idea. I'm still trying to rack my brain, trying to figure out like what the end game is. I want there to be a little bit something else that's a little bit different. I don't want it to just be see how fast you can click these items. I think I'm happy with the project itself and its simplicity, just because it's the first thing I'm actually making from scratch. That's completely a project I came up with, the idea that I came up with. So it's simple, right? Which is fine. And I need it to be finishable. I need to finish it. I'm so bad at starting things and not finishing them. So as long as I finish this app, get it to where it's a decent conclusion, and it's its own little module, independent little app that I can release into the wild, I think it'd be great. I didn't realize I don't think it's too bad. So because the app, the way it works is when you go to each new level, the things pop up and you got to click them, right? And as fast as you can. And I didn't realize how I might be by manipulating that, like by basically teaching people to click the screen as fast as possible. When there's a level that has the ads, a lot of people might click on that ad because of the nature of the game. Because the nature of the game is to click as fast as, so as soon as something pops up on the screen, they might start clicking and they'll hit the ad. My aim originally was not to manipulate people into clicking it without knowing what it is. I think the Google ads will target people well enough that they may want to click on them anyway. But also I don't think there's a lot of harm in that. So I was kind of weighing that, like, put a little, or the ad shows up, like, so people know that an ad is coming and they don't think it's just the next level and need to start clicking. I think that would be fair. I need to probably put that in there. That would make sense. And I should probably add, I need to add a title, like a level title, because I don't think there's nothing indicating what level you're on. I think that would be good. I need to do that. I think I need to put a better header also, just in general, to have all the UI that goes across the top of the app so people can see, they'll have their, because the space is an issue, because of course you're talking screen, they have to be dynamically sized, so that if you're playing it on a phone, it's different if you're playing it on a computer. And on a computer screen, of course, it's easier to fit everything on the screen, but I don't want any below the viewable screen on a phone, on the smaller screens. And that figured out how to fix that so that every time, it always, no matter how small the screen is, all the items that need to be clicked will remain on the screen. So it's just something I need to work with. These are just some, I don't know. I think I'm not far off from finishing it. I want to finish it. I don't think I'm too afraid of getting out of this window of opportunity as far as the theming. Like, the coronavirus still needs to put it up on an app store, which I don't think is a problem as long as I finish. Because the whole reason I did this was originally to create this app was to put it on a portfolio so that I can find a job. Development. But hey, if I get rich with Dogecoin, I can go job. That's a joke. I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. All those people that bought the GameStop app, GameStop. I had trouble saying that. It's like a tongue twister. Everybody who bought into that whole movement with the Reddit, everybody who bought it, like, there are some people who got out who bought enough early on and got out at the right time that they have a lot of money based off of that. People got rich off of Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency can fluctuate crazy. So I just had to remind myself, that's the reason I actually stuff, is because that possibility is there. Of course, there's a lot more certainty in traditional stocks, in certain ones that you buy. Like, I do have a lot of Tesla stock, and that actually is grown quite a bit. But that could come crashing down at any time. Buying into stuff is going to be better in the future. It will continually grow, like renewable energy stuff. Nextera Energy is one I invest in, because they're investing a lot in renewable energy, which will definitely it's definitely a growing market. Anyway, we're going on 20 minutes. I need to get back to work. I definitely will have more thoughts on everything later. I'm still going through. If you watch the show with me and Zach, I'm still going through all the X-Men movies. I'm rewatching them all. I need to watch X3. It just wasn't, I didn't want to pay to watch it. I found a way to get it. We won't talk about how, but I'm going to watch that one next, because I just finished Apocalypse, which, if you didn't watch the show with me and Zach, that one, my conclusion on that was that would have been 2 movies. Apocalypse is kind of a big deal in the comics and in the cartoon TV show, and it's just too big of a story. They didn't spend enough time with a lot of the characters in that, so we weren't invested. We didn't care about those characters. It should have been 2 movies. It should have been a more epic storyline. Anyway,